Hey guys!
Hi!
I'm Bianca.
And I'm Oksana.
And today you're tuned into The Modern Boss.
Let's get into it. So let's talk about hustle culture.
Let's get into it.
Do women really have to do it all to be successful?
That's a great question. Like, is there a better way? I think we should talk about it today.
I would love to know if there is.
Yeah.
I would love
All right. Well, before we dive into today's topic, let's get into the week. So how have things been going for you? What are your ups and your downs? Well, actually, I think one of the coolest questions that I saw is, what has kept you sane this week?
What's kept me sane?
Yeah.
My answer for everything is like prayer and supplements. Like that's okay. I'm dead serious. Prayer and supplements, like
that's the holy grail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I love that.
You got the spiritual time, and then you also have the supplements, the vitamins and the things that keep you going.
Yeah, you need that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for me, that's what it is. And of course, family time and stuff. But
of course.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Okay. What has kept me sane? You know what? We film on Thursdays, and it's kind of crazy every Thursday when we get here. I'm like, dang, it's already Thursday again. Like, it kind of like goes so quickly. So this week, because I'm like, dang, has it been a week? But it literally has. This week, I think the biggest thing that has kept me, one, I have an accountability partner from the Boss Collective, and we meet every 2 weeks. And so that's kept me like, oh, I have to like report to somebody and like not half-ass basically that I didn't do what I said I was going to do. So that has kept me sane this week. And then what else has kept me sane? Like, I think I have a new kind of motivation right now. And I think that that's pushing me to.
So what's your new motivation? Come on, let me know. What's your new motivation?
I don't know if it's a new one. I think a new feel of motivation, or like not something that's motivating me, but something like I feel more motivated right now. Like I feel a new wind.
Nice. Okay.
And like, when you're like talking about changing your life and you're just always talking about it. Like you're always like, yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and I'm going to do this. And like, you got to listen and stuff. Excuse me. I'm not trying to curse, but and we have a tendency of just not getting to all the things. And so in this particular season, I just feel like I owe it to myself to follow through. And so.
I love that for you.
Thanks.
I really do.
Thank you. So yeah, that's been keeping me sane, like feeling motivated in that sense, because sometimes it fleets. It's like fleeting. Like sometimes you feel like super rah-rah and sometimes you're just like, absolutely not. I don't want to do anything. Mm-hmm. So I'm happy to be in the space that I want to do things, because I was in the space of not wanting to do things for a long time.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
I definitely get that.
So yeah.
But yeah.
What are your wins this week?
My wins. So, here's a win. Mm? So I had, like you get those last minute clients that need stuff done last minute. So this was one of those weeks where I had like multiple people.
That's fun.
That needed stuff done last minute. So I'm like, okay. So my most proud moment was doing some like overnight video editing. Okay. For a client of mine, because she wanted to do a webinar the next day. So she was like, hey, like, could we do like a, behind the scenes video? And then I want to like kind of, do it on the webinar tomorrow. I was like, okay. So we went there, planned it out, recorded everything, went home, edited. I think I went to bed at like 2 a.m. To make sure that it got done. And then the next morning, first thing, sent it to her, a couple edits, made the edits, and then we were good to go. Yeah. So it was the fact that I could do that I was most proud of, Yeah.
You found your hustle.
Yeah.
That's so funny, because that's literally what we're talking about today. Like, you found your grit real quick. Like, you had to do it. Well, that's good.
So let's get it done.
Yeah.
And I got another deadline tomorrow. So, yeah, let's do it.
That's always fun. Yeah.
So how about you? What was your win this week?
My win this week is I am possibly onboarding a new client.
Ooh, new client.
We need that.
Okay.
Oh, my win this week is my social media videos turned into a lead.
Ooh, look at you.
I just kind of know what I'm doing or whatever, you know? It feels good. Like, you know, like we do this for other people. Mm-hmm. And when you do it for yourself and you see the systems working, you're like, oh, this is why I do it. I know what I'm doing. So yeah, and our photo shoot was a win this week. We had a photo shoot for the Modern Boss this week. Yes. And that was great. Yeah, you'll see that later. And we had the opportunity to work together, but also do our own thing on set, which was nice. And so that's where I filmed that video. And like literally, it motivates me to feel like I need to invest more into my content. Because for me, it's like always on the fly. But if I sit down and like really think about it and film it, then it's probably going to be more effective.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I really do. Because like even me, like this morning, I revisited this like content plan that I was putting together for myself. And I was like, you know what? Like I think it's time to get more structured and more serious about this. Mm-hmm. So I ended up mapping out a year's worth of content.
Oh, okay. Just a year.
So I'm like, okay, well, let's do it now.
Okay.
You know? So after April, when I'm done with all the launch stuff, I think I'm going to focus on that next.
Yeah, that's good.
So yay content!
Yay content! Shout out to the content. Okay, so what have you been struggling with this week?
My struggles. I wouldn't say necessarily a struggle, but I've just been grinding this week. You know, like just for real, just grinding. So like fatigue has been a thing a little bit. So I definitely want to make sure like after tomorrow, like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I am just wusaing.
Just relaxing for a second,
yeah, so I can like reset for next week because I have a lot to get into next week also. So yeah, just that balance, making sure I'm scheduling and some like rest time.
Yeah, for sure. I get you on that. I think I'm struggling with the same thing, the balance. We're always on the go. We're on to the next thing. We got the next client. We got the next, and so one, I'm struggling with perfecting my morning routine. Not perfecting it because I don't want it to be perfect, but I do want it to be effective. And so I'm trying to figure out what would get me more motivated to do certain things in the morning. Because like most of it is kind of like I'm droggy. I get up, I do whatever, and then whatever happens. Is like that's kind of it. And it's not working well. So I think that's my struggle this week is like the morning routine and really thinking about allocating my time better.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little bit more structure.
Yeah. You know how I feel about structure.
Love-hate relationship.
I'm like so anti the establishment and also a part of the establishment at the same time. It's crazy. So. Okay.
Everybody has a different like organization approach. Like there's like super organized and there's like organized chaos. So just you got to find where you are.
Yeah. And I wouldn't say that I'm organized chaos because it's not chaotic by any means. Like I feel like somebody on the outside looking in would be like, oh my God, you are really organized. Yeah. But for me and my brain that has like a million thoughts per minute, it's like I need this to be even more like streamlined. You know what I mean?
Standard that you're trying to meet.
Exactly.
I got you.
Yeah. But it will also allow for more creativity because I already have a lot of processes in place. So anyway, but yeah, that's probably what I'm struggling with this week.
That's real.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's real.
But anyway, that feels like a perfect time. I mean, basically what you were saying, like the hustle culture and like what that means and what that means to women and like, do we have to do it? Is definitely what we want to talk about today. So, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like that depends on your definition of hustle.
I mean, okay, so let's talk about it. What do we think is the definition of hustle?
So to me, like when I hear people say hustle, I think like, the grind, like every day, like I got to get up and get it energy that goes into entrepreneurship. Right. To an extent, yeah, we kind of have to be that way because if you don't get it, you don't eat. So
the laugh, like, nah, but for real though. No, that's serious. That's real.
It's real out here.
Well, it's different because you have to consider we are both full-time entrepreneurs.
That's true.
So our livelihoods bank on us. Mm-hmm. So it really is, if you don't work, you don't eat. Like, it really, like, that hits home. Like, we were just talking about, like, budgeting and, like, making sure you have enough money to do all the things. And as a full-time entrepreneur, it is very much like, oh, if you see things getting kind of low or you see things getting kind of slow, you got to, like, double down. But according to ChatGPT for short, the hustle culture, the definition, is the glorification of overworking, late nights, early mornings, and no days off as the only path to success.
Ooh, okay. Well, I can see how that could quickly become toxic.
That is very toxic. That is very toxic.
Yeah, no, I'm going to say no. We got to make some edits to that. Definitely some edits.
Yeah, I don't think I would subscribe to the hustle culture. Like, I don't think, like, you ever seen those videos that are like, get up, you can't sleep in, like, whatever. And it's like, but I want to.
I need to.
But I actually don't naturally get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, I am a 9 o'clock kind of start gal, you know? Yeah. So I feel like subscribing to the hustle culture, and this kind of goes into the discussion, because do you feel like you need to do that to be taken seriously? Like, I feel that there was a time in our society that the answer to that was yes.
I can see that, because I think, like, you know, generations before us definitely were, like, big on, you know, everything is like work ethic, work hard, you know, which is great. You want to work hard and you want to give it your best, but we're kind of in that generation now where it's like, but I can work smarter, not harder though. So if I can do that, I'd rather do that, you know? Yeah,
because we have the luxury of the evolution of technology.
Yeah.
I mean, even ChatGPT is a game changer.
But not even just technology, conveniences.
This is true.
We have way more conveniences than the previous generations. Perfect example, right? Mom comes over, and I'm just like, okay, well, I got to do the dishes. So she gets the rag, the washcloth, and the soap, and she starts washing by hand. I'm like, girl! We have dishwashers.
Dishwasher. It is called a dishwasher. You know, in the Caribbean culture, they don't use that dishwasher.
They don't.
Listen, I had to orientate my mother because, listen, because me and my mother live together now.
So, do you think that social media kind of makes it even harder for women when it comes to hustle culture?
Yeah. I know this is a podcast, but I mean, yeah. I mean, social media makes it so that, like, you are comparing yourself to other people all the time. I mean, it doesn't make it so, like, you don't have to, but it is easy to, because you see their lives. Yeah. It's not just like they're posting their business, but they're posting, like, how much I made a year, how much I made in a week, how much I made in a day, 24 hours, 5 hours, I made $50 million. And it's like, am I doing something wrong? Like, am I not doing what I need to be doing? Like, do I need to work harder? Do I need to spend later nights? Do I need to make more videos, make more content, reach more people? Like, so I feel like it does feed into it. You're seeing everybody's life, not only on the financial side, but the aesthetic side. I think that is probably even more of a motivation, or even more of a push, because you see, like, a beautiful home or a nice car or the luxury bags, or like even like the beautiful, like, influencers that have, like, great skincare, because you already know how much one little face cream costs, right? So, like, you already know that like, if she's got a 20-step routine, Listen, Sephora, hate to see you coming. So yeah, I think it does definitely feeds into it. It makes it worse. But I also think that the social media brings people together though. I think it does give, and so there's like a tit or tat, like it's a yin and a yang, right? Because I feel like one, it brings so much opportunity, but two, it also can be detrimental if you don't use it as a tool and if you just stick as a consumer.
Yeah, I agree, because like I feel like it's a great place to be inspired. It's a great place to connect. It's a great place to share about yourself, and let other people have the chance to connect, with you as well. So
exactly,
for all those reasons, it's great. But then on the other side of it, if you haven't dealt with some of like your stuff, it could easily be a place for like you said, comparison or even competition.
Yeah.
Like where you get into this obsession of like, I have to keep up and I have to do this, and I have to play the part and look the part. So yeah, it really depends on the person.
Which I also think is crazy, because I feel like in the world of social media, one, I think that a lot of women probably think, oh my God, the market is so saturated because of social media, right?
Yeah.
But keep into your perspective that you follow the people who make content. So True. Your perspective is shifted because you follow the people who make the content. Exactly. Right? If you didn't follow them, then you wouldn't know that they existed, and you wouldn't know that there is. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So like, it's kind of like going into a grocery store and seeing one piece of bread on an aisle, and you're like, oh wow, look at this one piece of bread, because that's exactly what you're going for. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But if you don't know what you're going for and you try all the bread, then you're like, oh, there's so much bread. Maybe not the greatest analogy. Because now that I'm at the end of it, I'm like,
now I want a sandwich.
Yeah. Facts. Pub sub would be great right now. But what I was trying to say is like, we follow the people who make the money. We follow the people who inspire us, from like making money, aesthetics, house, like Jackie Aina or something, like, all of these people who have done amazing things in their field. And then you can also feel less than, because you're like, oh my God, look at what she's accomplished. And you're not there yet. So I do feel like it feeds into it, but also, like you said, it can be a tool to be inspired. Like, I feel when I see things like that, I'm like, well, she can do it. Like, we're human. She's a human, I'm a human. Exactly. We happen to be human, so I could do it too. So, so it just depends on your perspective. And like you said, if you haven't dealt with internal things, if you already feel less than,
it can amplify that.
It will definitely amplify that. You will feel like you're not keeping up. You will go into debt.
I try to keep up with the Joneses.
Don't keep up with the Joneses, because they're not even real.
Like, they live on credit. Don't follow after them.
Right. And not the good kind of credit that gets you miles.
Right.
Yeah. So can you think of a time when not working harder actually helped you make more money?
A specific time? Yeah. In a sense, because like I would say in the form of like not taking on the wrong clients or the wrong projects. Because that could have easily been like more time, more work, more energy, and then when the right projects came along, I would have been too burnt out to really
be able to service it.
Yeah. So I would say in that respect, yeah, definitely.
Have you ever been on a project and you felt like, or been on a project or a job and you felt like tense, like your body reacts to the toxicness of do you get what I'm saying?
Yes. It's been a long time, but yes.
Like like for me, it was like my back, like my upper back would like hurt every time I would go to work.
It's my stomach for me every time.
Yeah. That's crazy how the body works that way. But I think that there has been a scenario where working harder working smarter and not harder has worked out for me, in the sense of building relationships. Like, I do not work that hard on it. Like, contrary to popular belief, I know people probably see us and think, oh, you're always out and you're always doing these things. But like, I mean, that's just a part of the nature of a business. Like, you have to be in the community. But I think that, like, I genuinely like to connect with people. And so I don't work hard on it. Like, I genuinely just like want to know more about people, want to build that connection. So I feel like in that sense, it has not only worked in my benefit because it's not strategic, but it's worked in my benefit because people trust me. Like, people will be more forthcoming, will more likely refer me, will more likely think of me because I am just a genuine person. Like, I'm not trying to like, oh, well, if I talk to this person, then they'll get me into this door and then that door will open. And like, I'm not like, no, I'm just trying to get to know people. Like, my thing is vibes. Like, if we vibe, then I'm going with the vibe. If we don't vibe, then it's just gonna stay right there. Like, you're cool, you know? Like, I'm still gonna mess with you. Like, I'm still gonna be like chatty with you, but like, I'm not gonna be like, hey, let's grab a drink, or like, I'm gonna go where the vibe calls me. And that's like, I guess that's my strategy.
Put that on a shirt, please.
I'm going where the vibe calls me. That is a good shirt. Okay, branding.
Please put that on a shirt for me.
Yeah, don't take my idea either.
Right. By the time they say this, you already have a shirt though.
Facts.
So.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, I guess that's a good point too. Like in the sense of delegating and like outsourcing, I can say, yeah, that'll probably be my example.
For sure.
When it comes to working smarter, not harder. Because sometimes I'm just like, you know what? I could take on the headache or I could pass it on to someone else and we can share the wealth. So let's just share the wealth.
I'm all for sharing wealth. Because one, I don't want to do anything by myself. I have brothers and sisters, stepbrothers, half sisters, but I was raised as an only child. So I was the only kid in my house. So I desire not to be alone. I desire to have people around, and I want them to do fun things too. Yeah. Like, I want to, be on a yacht together. I want us all to be able to afford it. I don't want to be the only one on the yacht.
Yeah.
And I don't want to pay for y'all.
So all of us need to have money.
That's what I'm saying. So when the opportunity comes, we have to distribute.
I like that.
You get what I'm saying? And not all distribution is going to be like good relationships. It may not pan out to be, the back and forth of whatever happens in business. But I feel like the relationships that you do build that are kept and that are tried and true, like, I think we all rise together at some point, or one person rises, brings another person along, and we can all eat.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So that's why I'm big on delegation. And yeah, everybody can eat. Like, I'll find a little piece. I'll find something. Please help. So yeah, I agree with that example. Like, definitely delegation is a way to work smarter, not harder. And it will definitely make you more money.
Yeah. Because
you get to work on more things.
Exactly.
And that's how a business is supposed to be, by the way.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to do all the things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just putting that out there.
I mean, put that on a shirt.
I don't do all the things.
I do not do all the things, yes.
Okay, so here's what I want to know, because we talked about how this could easily become like a toxic mentality of like hustle culture, right? Yes. But when is it necessary to grind? When is it necessary to, like, boots in the mud? I gotta get it. Like,
her voice changed. Y'all heard that? That was crazy.
When is it necessary to go all in like that?
I mean, I think there are seasons that you have to do that. Like, especially if you are new to an industry, new to business, new to a city, I think you have to be like boots on the ground, like head down, not looking left, not looking right. Like, you're straight, like you're laser focused. Like, I remember specifically, there's many times that I've been that way. At some points they weren't healthy. When I started my business, I was also working full time as a director of digital marketing.
Yeah.
And I would be burning it at both ends. Like I would be 9 to 5 at the job, 5 to 12 working in the business, 12 go to sleep, wake back up, go to the night, like burning it. And like I was even like having, and this is the time when I was blogging as well. So I would have photo shoots on the weekend. I would be throwing like these huge events and like planning out. I was burning, like when I tell you burning, I was burning it. And so in that time, I felt like it was needed because it was like, one, I knew I had a vision for the business that I wanted to make. And there was no way for me to make it if I didn't do that. Like if I didn't dedicate myself and sacrifice my time and create a space for myself, then I would just not have it. And that was not an option. And so that was a time where it was just necessary. Like, was it healthy? No. Could have been better balance? Probably. But again, like we were talking about in previous episodes, we didn't have the blueprint. So I'm creating the blueprint myself. Like, I'm just like, okay, this is just how it is. And people say you got to get up at 5, go to sleep at 12. Like, this is okay. That's what I heard. That's what I'm going to do. You know, I don't know. But it worked. And I mean, my name, I made a name for myself. And it established me in entrepreneurship. It gave me grit, and it was necessary. Yeah. So I think there are times when it is necessary. Like, I think there are times where you're just gonna have to make a sacrifice. It just is a part of business, and it really is a part of business, especially for women. I think. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there are men that grind. Yeah, they grind, but as we know, opportunities are not just easily handed to us.
Right.
And we know that like a male presence does make a difference. Like we know that like if a male talks about it or a female talks about it, it can be perceived differently. And that's just the way the society is. And so I think we do sometimes have to work harder. And being minorities, that's even like people who are bootstrapping and you're trying to make $1 meet 1,000. Like you're trying to make every dollar stretch. You have to bootstrap. You have to grind in some seasons because you can't afford to. It's either you got the time or you got the money. And if you ain't got the money, baby, you're going to have to find the time.
Put that time in.
You're going to have to find the time. That's just how it's going to be. Per. That's my logic. It's time or money. If you ain't got the money, then you got to have the time.
I agree with what you said about the focus and the grit, because that's definitely necessary. Now, there are going to be times when you have to kind of be like borderline obsessed.
I agree
with your purpose. Like, period. Like, you wake up, purpose. Go to sleep, purpose. Go through the day, purpose. Like, you know, like everything. Yeah. It literally flows through everything. And so, yes, there's like a borderline obsession that entrepreneurs have to have with accomplishing those goals. But I think the issue comes in when we get so obsessed and fixated on the goals that we don't take the time to admire and appreciate the journey. And I think we have a habit of idolizing destinations, you know? And so while you're on the way to the destination, understand that it's a process and you have to pace yourself and you have to give yourself grace, right, in that time. And the same way you prioritize these goals, the same way you prioritize all these other things and these checklists that we have, you know, throughout the day, make sure you're prioritizing the rest that you need so you can show up as your best.
I agree.
You know? So it's I don't necessarily believe in the word in the phrase work-life balance because it's never balanced. Yeah. 100% as an entrepreneur. It's never 100% balanced, okay? It's just, it doesn't work that way. But I do support the idea of work-life integration. You know, so finding ways to integrate who you are and what you do. Yeah. You know, and how that looks in your life and just finding that flow that works for you.
I agree with that. I agree. And I think that you also have to consider the rest in between the grind, right? So there are times, like we said, that you have to have that grind. You have to wake up, focus, go to sleep, focus, whatever. But there are days where you could rest, right? Like there's a Saturday morning where you could sleep in, or there is a day where you can take the time out to go get your nails done and your toes done and like just chill for a second, right? So don't get me wrong, like don't overwork yourself. Like don't work yourself until you are burnt out, because burnout, which I experienced last year, is not fun.
No, it's not.
It is not fun. So please, like there has to be a balance in the sense of get at least some rest. Like, yes, you can do a week where you have 2 12-hour days or something, or 3, whatever. But like, at least know that when you get to the weekend, you're going to be sleeping in. At least know that like, if you are going to do this stint, then you're going to give yourself something where you know that you can rest, you know that you can relax at the end of the week or at the end of the month or whatever the case may be, so that you're not completely like fried. Because once you get fried,
it takes a long time to recuperate.
It takes a long time to recuperate, and it took me almost a year to recuperate, and that just sets you back even more, I feel.
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on your perspective, because I don't feel like it sets you back. I have to change my terminology on that, because everything in God's time, right? Like everything happens for a reason, and maybe I needed to slow down, but I also think that there were like, it is a frustrating time when you're burned out, because you know that you want to do more, but you just have no desire to do it. And it's like, your mind is like, hey, these ideas, these things, and you're just like, I'm going to bed. Thanks. Cute though. Exactly. So I think that there is a balance, but there are sacrifices that we have to make. So was there a time that you've had to go all in? Like, do you know like a specific time where you had, you just said the other day you went to sleep at 2 a.m. So that was kind of like a little sneak peek.
That was this week, yeah. But I had rested enough on Monday to be able to do that.
Key.
There we go. But yeah, so I would say the most, my grind season, right? This is when I just decided to start like an actual company. This is what kind of got me to that point. So I was getting tired of the whole freelance design thing. And I had literally just come out of like one of my most focused years in graphic design. And it was a good year. Okay, very nice year. But then I decided to take an opportunity at a job. And so I'm doing the job, and then I decided I wanted to go back to school. So I enrolled full-time in school. Mind you, still homeschooling.
Girl, what?
So I'm like, work full-time hours, school full-time hours, homeschooling, during the
full-time hours.
Yeah, so like all these things, and still have to be a wife, still have to like, serve in ministry. So I'm doing all these things.
Yeah, and be a part of your family. You're a daughter, you're a friend, like.
So I'm doing all these things, right? And I got to the burnout point. And I was like, you know what? This won't be happening again.
Yeah.
Never again.
But do you feel like you reached to a goal that you were like, do you feel like it paid off?
No.
I
don't. And the reason I say that is because I feel like I was focused on so many different things at once that nothing really had the time it needed to grow. And my superpower is my focus. Whatever I focus on is going to succeed, period. And I know that. And so when my focus is divided, and that's why I think a lot of times distractions can be so dangerous, because when your focus is divided, you're not lasered in on the thing that needs to grow in that season, And so for me, that's what it was. I didn't think it was worth it. Yes, I accomplished some things, and as far as like the experience that I got working with that company, like it was great. I have some good memories there. Did some amazing interviews with some great people, some well-known people. But I was like, you know what? In the long term, I don't think I'm going to do that again. that was it for me. And so that kind of did like a mindset shift for me, where now I only operate from a place of overflow. So whenever I feel like something is draining too much of my focus or my energy from the areas that I have chosen to prioritize, then I shift things around. You know?
Yeah.
So
that's how you create your balance. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. That's a good point.
She's like, now that you mentioned it.
No, that's a really good point. Yeah, because focus is important. And I think that overloading yourself, like you said, is what leads to the burnout. Like when you're focused on like one thing, not one thing. I mean, it's kind of hard for us to ever be focused on one thing.
One venture.
But not even one venture. As we sit here launching 2 businesses at the same time.
For those watching, most of the time it's like, at least one venture, maybe a side hustle,
That's true. That's true. We are the crazy people to launch. We have 2 businesses. But when you are locked in, or when you have some sort of focus on a particular goal or a particular item or whatever the case may be, then it's less likely that you would burn out, especially if you have like your rest kind of like calculated within there. And so when you add on all of those things and you literally run yourself down, then it's rough. That's a rough time. But I do think that it was a season in your life that you just had to do it. Like it was just what you had to do at that time. And I think that there are just seasons where we do have to do it. And it's not all the time. I do think that you should have an off season.
Yeah.
It's okay to like just coast and be like, I don't want to say mediocre, but like, what's another
it's okay
word?
To chill for a little bit.
Yeah, like you don't have to be on all the time.
Yeah, I think for me, like I want to work hard enough throughout the year to where I can have like rest months. Like that's my goal. Especially like this year, like I want to put in the work, set up the new systems, like get everything in place so that way by the end of the year, around my birthday time and around the holidays, like everything's already set up. I'm good. Things are running on autopilot. I can take my time off, So that's kind of, for me, that's what my ideal year looks like.
Yeah.
Grind. Birthday month off. Grind a little more for the end of the year. And then like Thanksgiving time. And then Christmas through the New Year time off. For me, that's, yeah.
I get you. That's important. Because even with a client of mine, like we planned a pretty big event last year. And I think that was the beginning of burnout for the both of us. Because I think we were just like, we were all in. And we were all in with everything else, right? Everything was all in. And so I remember having a discussion with her and we were like, okay, now we know immediately after the event, we have to schedule a vacation. Like there has to be a time off. You have to rest. And it's just so important. But yeah, so there's seasons to hustle, but it does not have to be your lifestyle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah. I can agree with that.
Gotcha. So let's talk about some tips though, because we can't leave you in this discussion without having some actual tangible items to leave with. So what do we think sustainable success looks like?
Okay.
What were you going to say?
Like, well, the art of hustling.
Oh, I like that too.
Well, no. But yeah, the key to a successful grind, I'll put it that way, is knowing how to prioritize. Prioritize. Okay. And like I said earlier, knowing how to move and shift and shake things around.
Pivot.
So that you're not burned out. So that you're good. One of my shake arounds for this year was changing my business hours. For me, that was a big one. Okay, so now I am closed Sunday and Monday.
Yeah,
that's something I had to do for me.
I'm with you. Yeah.
And then Saturdays, I decided to reserve Saturdays for coaching clients and for shoots. So that way, I have Sunday to spend time with the family and then Monday to kind of rest and then plan for the week.
Right.
That's just what I needed.
Yeah. I mean, you have to do what you need. I definitely established our business hours pretty early on, because if you don't set that boundary,
people just all day, every day will be contacting you.
And I ignore it. Like,
I put a vacation responder now. So as soon as 3 p.m. on Friday comes, that vacation responder goes on. So anybody that sends me email, they automatically get that reply. Thank you so much for contacting us. We're closed.
Right.
Our new hours are.
I knew a girl that did that on her text messages. That's what I need to do. I need to do it on my text.
Yeah, let me know how you.
I don't know how she did it. I think it went out to everybody.
That. Oh, I need that.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, I think another way to build a successful business or sustainable success would be focusing on what you really want. So making it a priority, yes, but have some clarity about what are you really trying to accomplish here, right? And not be influenced by what you think social media says or what you see online, but what do you truly, truly, truly? And I think we get into entrepreneurship because we want to create a life for ourselves. And sometimes it can get lost in the effort.
Yeah. And then you have all these societal quote unquote standards of what success is supposed to look like. And it's no, what does success look like for me?
Right. Because my definition of success is being somewhere remote, having a farm.
Okay.
I need a garden. I need a man.
Oh. Okay.
Because he has to tend the land. There might be some little children running around there. But this is my vision. I don't foresee myself always wanting to be a part of the hustle and bustle. I do see myself with a little not a little, a big old house. I foresee us having the house that people come for holidays, having a big old yard and being the place that people can be they feel like they're on vacation because they're at the house. You know what I mean? And maybe that is my vacation home. Maybe that is my part-time home. And maybe there is a home in the city because I am a city girl. Let's be real. It's just, it's a part of me. It's in me. And so maybe there is another home in the city, but I don't crave to have a long-term city life.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
Nope.
So
the great white out there is calling me.
The who?
The great white out there.
The great white out there. What does that even mean? The sea? The great white out there? I've never heard this.
Oh my gosh.
What is that called?
There's
what is
world
that?
Out there waiting for
Oh, why do you call it the great white out there?
I don't know. It's just my thing.
I thought you were talking about a whale.
No, the great wide out there.
Oh, the great wide out there.
Wide out there.
I thought you said the great white out there.
Oh, no.
I'm the great white.
An ocean?
I'm the sea? You want to live on a boat?
Oh, Lord. No.
No, I wouldn't live on a boat either. Too much rocking.
No, but there's just so much world out there waiting for me.
Yeah.
You know?
And when you go and travel, you realize how big the world really is. You think you're doing something and you're girl, these people don't know me. These people have no idea who I am. I think I'm doing a little one too.
Hey.
Yeah. I mean, you are.
But yeah, that's a good question. I'm thinking about that now. What does success look like for me?
Yeah. What is your version? And sometimes I think you have to write it down. I don't have that end version written down. I do have a vision of where I want my business to go, but I don't have my vision of how will I know that I'm successful?
Got you.
I mean, I think there are pillars because success, the goalposts obviously can move, but what is my ultimate boom?
Yeah.
We could chill now. You know what I mean? I might retire.
I'm good now.
Yeah, I don't desire to work for the rest of my life, though.
Yeah. Oh, definitely not.
Yeah. I mean, I may do things, but not have a job.
For me, like, those latter years of my life are going to be passion project years.
Yeah.
You know? Not, like, grind years.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But by then, we'll be so seasoned in entrepreneurship that we can make anything make money.
Those are the years I want to, like, give back, invest in other entrepreneurs,
philanthropy.
Mentor, you know, things like that. And just take on passion projects that I'm passionate about and help in different areas, like with my nonprofit and things like that. So,
that's beautiful.
That's what those latter years are for. But my dream is, like, family compound. Everybody has land. Everybody has money. We all have our own trust, so there's no, like, debates about who's getting what when anybody passes away. Everything's in the trust.
Right.
It's designated to everybody. Like, just peace and security. Like, for me, that's what success is.
Financial security, financial stability.
Yeah, just that peace of mind that comes with that. And just knowing that I've made my mark on the world and left a legacy, especially in my family, starting with my family, you know?
You know what? You remember how, like, when... I don't know how long ago it was, but they used to just be like, money is the root of all evil, or like, you know how, like, we were taught that, like, money is not good?
First of all, the scripture actually says the love of money.
I know that,
but
yes.
People just take that so out of context, and it irks me.
But it used to be like, it was almost like a campaign against money. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like when we were growing up, it was just like, oh, you can't be money hungry. Like, you can't, like, want to have a lot of money. Like, it was just kind of, like, frowned upon.
So I can't be money hungry, but without money, I am hungry. So which one do I want?
I don't want to be real hungry. Ever.
So which one do I want here?
Because I get hangry.
Me too.
Yeah.
I'm a lot less calm when I'm hungry.
There is no calm when I'm hungry. I just have instant attitude. I'm like pissed.
It's like everything just makes you mad.
Everything I'm pissed off.
Why is there this? Is the sun out today?
I'm
like,
just short. Everything. Like, don't even, like, I can't even. And I know when I'm pissed because I'm like, let's just get food. Like, just stop talking to me because I'm gonna go off.
Feed me.
You're breathing right now.
Oh my gosh, not breathing.
Too hard. I can't take it. But yeah, I think that, but like you were saying, like money stability, like financial stability and having enough money for your family and building wealth and long-term wealth and generational wealth, these are all new terms.
Yeah.
In the last like 5 to 10 years. Now we're used to it. Yeah. But when we were growing up, they were not talking about no generational wealth.
No, it was work hard, get a degree.
And get a pension.
And get a job and retire when you're like almost dead.
Facts.
That was basically it. And it was
that does not seem appealing.
At all.
Yeah.
It's not an American dream. It's an American lie.
They've been lying about a lot of things, but that's not today's episode.
I'll say that for next time.
Okay, so what else is a component of a successful, sustainable success?
So sustainable success for me, like you can't sustain anything unless you have consistency. Mm-hmm. And so for me, that means consistent income.
Amen.
When you have consistent income, then you can plan. You know where your money's going, where you're going to move it, what's going to go towards what, how to make things, you know, keep going and how to grow, where to invest in your business growth. Mm-hmm. So you have those options because you know what's coming in. But when you're all over the place with your income, it's kind of hard to grow it all because you don't know when you're going to have what at any given time, you know? So you got to find ways to make it more consistent. So if you know, like, okay, I have this amount of subscription clients, this amount of retainer clients, whatever the case is, I know I have this coming in for at least this many months. Mm-hmm. And if not, then I know I need to get this many clients for that, you know? But it has to be consistent. Yeah. If you want to grow. Without consistency, you can't grow.
I agree. We talked about this a little bit about working smarter. So passive income, mm-hmm. Doing things that you can delegate, creating processes, and monetizing in multiple ways. Yeah. To make sure that you are not just quantifying your time, mm-hmm. right? Because when you only monetize your time, then it's not like there's only a certain amount of money that you can make if you
right, because you only have a certain amount of hours in each day. And after that, you know, so if you have to see, and this is I need to put this one on a shirt. This is the one I need to put on a shirt, y'all. Okay, hold me to it. My goal in life is to not have to be present to get paid.
Period.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
So I look for all the ways that I don't have to be present to get paid. So if I have to be present, I'm only choosing to be present for the things that absolutely require my presence. Mm-hmm. If there's another way around it, I will find it. So whether that means like video courses, mm-hmm. whether that means digital products, whatever the case is, right? I don't want to have to be present. The only thing I want to be present for is like my coaching clients and for like my event commitments. That's mm-hmm. it.
I agree.
That's it.
I agree. It makes life a lot easier. Mm-hmm. Even with the services that we provide, I'm really in the mode of gaining the confidence in my team, mm-hmm. And feeding the confidence to my team of like, no, you got it. Like,
right.
You don't need me.
I trust you.
Yeah. Like even on meetings with clients, I'm like, I actually don't need to be there. Like, you got this, you know? Exactly. Like I want them to be confident enough to do that. And I want them to, take the lead. And so that's something that I've been actively kind of like letting go of, because for a long time it was always like, oh, I have to be in the meeting. I have to do this. I have to do that. But that's not even sustainable. Like if we have 8 active clients, there's no way I'm on 8 active meetings every day. Like I will never get anything else done, So being able to build that team and make sure that they feel confident enough to be able to take on different tasks and move the needle forward.
And that kind of goes back to consistency too when it comes to like training and building up a team, because you have to have those consistent processes and SOPs in place. Mm-hmm. So that way, no matter what happens, they have something to go back to. Like, okay, this is the standard that I'm supposed to follow. This is what I'm supposed to do.
Right.
This is what it looks like in the business, So, yeah, once again, those processes.
Processes,
coming
girl.
handy in the training. Yeah.
Where's AC when you need her?
Right.
So if you could go back in time, is there anything that you would tell yourself about working smarter?
Yeah, it's okay to do that. Like, don't feel guilty for finding ways to do things smarter. Mm-hmm. That's what I would tell myself. Because like sometimes, like the way that we were raised, we kind of feel like, well, maybe I should be putting in more.
Yeah, I need to do more. I need to do more.
Physical force or like effort. And it's like, no, like use your brain and make smarter decisions,
Yeah.
That's okay. Like you don't have to feel guilty about doing things in a more convenient way for yourself. So that's what I would tell me.
Yeah, I think I would tell myself the same thing about, I would say that, working smarter, I think there's 2 things that I would say. One, I would say that you are doing the right thing in the sense of like what you think to build this business. Like, I just thought there were so many things I needed to do to build my credibility. Yeah. And I was right. I'm just saying, like, it sounds better. Not sounds better, but it does give you more credibility when you've been through a business incubator, you've worked at different marketing agencies. You're not just out here just spitballing. Like, yeah. I didn't just get out here and be like, I did, was like, oh, I want to do marketing, but also I made sure that there was a level of credibility that backed that, right? Yeah. And so I do want to say to the past is like, yeah, you were right about what you needed to do. But I do think that there is a point where systemized and organized was a step that could have been optimized.
Okay.
That was a bar, wasn't it?
Okay.
That was a bar. That was a bar.
She put all the eyes in there.
I was like, how many rhyming words can I put together? Wow. No, but for sure.
Did it, though.
Yeah, I just think that there could have been an optimization of my methodology. But that's hindsight 2020. Like, right. I'm clear as day now. Like, yeah, now I got the solutions, but then I didn't have no solutions. I didn't know anything. I had no idea what I was doing. It's so funny because it really just a child. I started my business at 25. Okay. Like, imagine. I was just out here doing things and trying to see if something sticked. So I would say, like, keep going. Like, you're doing the right thing, and don't doubt your efforts.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so let's go into the boss tip. We're gonna wrap it up after this, and this is something I think we talked about though. But it says tools to avoid burnout while still growing.
Oh yeah, I think we gave y'all those tips already.
Yeah, we've given you guys those tips.
Oh yeah, we've used ClickUp before. Yeah. So as far as like task organization.
So like project management, obviously you need that project management. That's how I communicate with my team, is through ClickUp. And that's how we delegate tasks.
When it comes to like scheduling and like your business hours and stuff like that, you could use like Honeybook, Dubsado, Acuity scheduling.
Acuity is my OG.
There's so many out there.
Yeah, there's like Calendly.
Yep, Calendly's another one.
HubSpot. There's a lot of different places. I mean, there's some places that will provide more than one service. So like Dubsado, yes, there is a scheduling, but then it allows you the opportunity to make proposals. It allows you to make a portal for your client. You can can emails. You can schedule invoices. You can make questionnaires. There's so many opportunities with Dubsado. Go ahead and just sponsor us, Dubsado. Why not? Thanks. So yeah, there is like Dubsado is I've been using that for a long time. What else have I used? I use Pipedrive right now for our CRM. Okay. So like keeping a pipeline of leads and prospects. You can email people from there, all kinds of things. Same kind of thing with Dubsado, but without forms and stuff.
Gotcha.
Okay. What else do I use to automate? Zapier. What do you use to use? Yes, Zapier.
That's a good automation.
Yes, Zapier is a great automation. It connects all of the different platforms to each other. And makes your life easier. Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of tools out there. Yeah. So check all those out. See which ones you like. And as far as outsourcing, of course, we all know about like, Fiverr, Upworks.
Yeah. Things I haven't used that in so long.
Or you can find local businesses.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah. I think you should find local businesses. I mean, no shade to Fiverr or Upwork. I think they definitely do what they need to do. And you can find very quality contractors on there for sure. But if you are in your community, then it is best to like support local. It might be a little bit more expensive.
But it's worth it because you're building that, those connections and also making more of a name for yourself within your community.
Exactly. So. And you have a tangible person to pull up on if necessary.
That's like your second comment today. That's like...
I think it's the all black.
New York in the house?
I'm feeling a little, listen, don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Okay. Don't play with it. Okay? Okay, so the trend report. Women are embracing the soft life, building wealth without overworking. I love that. Yes. More female entrepreneurs are shifting to passive income and digital businesses. So high performance does not mean high burnout. So that is what's trending right now. And I agree with it. I'm into it.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. What do you think about this soft life terminology?
I think the terminology is trendy.
Yeah.
You know,
like girl boss.
Yeah, I don't know how long that's going to last, but the idea behind it, I definitely support, that you don't have to kill yourself to be successful. You know, and I love that for us. I love that we're learning how to let go and just like embrace a softer existence and just embrace our femininity and just walk in that in every area, including business. So I love that part.
I agree.
You know, I love it.
Yeah, I agree with the high income doesn't mean high burnout. I also think that with the rise of technology, with the amount of resources that we are starting to find as women entrepreneurs, that I think it is important to take a step back. Like, you don't have to do it all. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, it is okay.
And you can't do it all.
Yeah, I mean, you can attempt.
Times. Yeah, not at all times, you know? So
yeah, there's a season where you may be wearing multiple hats, doing multiple things, but
it's not sustainable.
It's not sustainable. And I like the concept of like soft, you know? It just sounds like it feels good.
It reminds me of a pillow.
Literally. Like, I could feel a pillow right now. And I really desire a soft life. I don't know if I'm living one right now, but
I'm doing my best.
I be trying.
I'm doing my best.
I mean, you know, I do what I can.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know if I'm fully soft. I might be like medium right now.
Okay. A medium life?
Yeah.
Okay.
Medium firm. I was trying to think of like mattress terminologies.
What is happening right now?
Is that not like a term for medium firm, or no?
Oh, gosh. Yeah, kind of. I think it is medium firm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's soft, but it ain't.
I know what you meant when you said it.
Yeah. It's soft, but it ain't soft. But,
But yeah, I got you.
But yeah.
Okay. So, yeah. So here's to embracing the soft life. Here's to not letting hustle culture kill you.
Yes.
Here's to having a more balanced and structured approach to our daily lives so that we're not burned out.
Facts. And here is to the woman who chooses to build success on her own terms.
Yes.
Yes.
So the next time you do something that reminds you that you're working smarter, not harder, go ahead and tag us in the post. Tag the Boss Collective so we can shout you out. And shout out to some of our members that we know that actually are working smarter, not harder, like AC.
Yes. Viviana.
Yes, Viviana. Like all
Stephanie. There's a lot of them.
Yeah, a whole lot of you guys. So shout out to you all. Thank you for always tuning in, for your support, all that good stuff.
Yes.
And we appreciate you.
Yeah, I think we've come to the end of this podcast. We've shenanigan enough at this point. But at the end of the day, you know, drop an emoji if you feel like, you know, hustle culture is toxic. If you feel like you're a part of it right now, maybe you're in your season. Tell us where you are in your entrepreneurship season. And like, subscribe, you know the things to do to this podcast. We would love you to become a part of our tribe, a part of our collective.
Definitely.
And yeah, we'll see you next time.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys.